gentlemen, boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Today it will be the solos competition, and after 2 years of Fortnite action and so many months of qualifiers, we are here to crown our first ever World Champion solo. My name is Sundown, joined here by boldglass12, and it is going to be an incredible day.
That it is. Over 30 countries are represented here today in the World Cup Finals. And I mean, this entire weekend has been amazing. It has had some of the most amazing Fortnite action. And this is the best of competitive Fortnite. So we're gonna go ahead. We already did crown the World Champions duo in Nyrox and Aqua.
And it was very well deserved there. Don't forget about the Creative Championship and the Pro-Am that kicked it all off.
This is Booga. A lot of people are looking forward to see what he can do on a LAN environment in this stage. See if he can continue the performance he's had in the last couple of weeks. So we're going to continue though. Dubs had we're going to check in with Jordan Fisher on the floor with Dubs.
Thank you so much, Fortnite family and fans. What's going on? I'm Jordan Fisher. I've got Dubs right here. Dubs plays consistently well during the qualifiers, ranking first, second, and sixth place for solos, and as well. Let's go! And place in the duos as well. Qualified for the duos. How does competing on this stage now compare to yesterday's game?
The energy is insane here, and like it's just the most amazing experience. I love Fortnite.
Fantastic. Oh, a lot of people are really excited to see you play today. Now, you and your partner Mega did an incredible job yesterday. Did you guys see them play together yesterday? It was amazing. It was amazing. You placed 7th in the duos competition yesterday. Are you changing up your strategy at all to prepare for today's solo games?
No, I'll pretty much do the same strat, playing for late game, trying to get picked, and that's about it.
Great job. Love it. We can't wait to see. Paula, who's next?
Thank you so much,
Jordan Fisher. Appreciate that. Those are our NA East, NA West, and Brazil competitions for the first week. We're moving forward into EU, Oceania, and Asia, starting with Stompy, Rizonero, Bella EU, Letwick, Nate, Diego, DRG, Slayer, Baxbox, and at the end, Benji Fishy.
And another group that is very top-heavy. These were the players who took advantage of it right away. We got to see Stompy yesterday. Not necessarily the performance she would have wanted. He'll be coming out in force today. And then we also definitely need to talk about Baxbox. His ability to turn heads, qualifying multiple times in the solo format, being so close to duo, and he has, if not the possible highest chance of stealing skills out of any of these solo players.
Of course, we also see Slaya down in the bottom middle there. He's been turning heads in the NA scene because he's been here boot camping for a couple of weeks, and he's made a number of clips in terms of his aim. He's one of the best mechanical players for aiming out of OCE. And at the end here, Benji Fishy, what more can you say about him? We're going to go ahead and take a look what his life is like back at home.
Fortnite, you gotta play a lot.
Benji Fishy trying to punish some of these players.
I'm definitely on par with pretty much every pro.
I love Benji Fish.
I'm very excited to go to World Cup. It's definitely gonna be one of the best things of my life.
Playing for his family, his mom, and trying to do everything he can to make an even bigger name for himself. But speaking of bigger names for themselves, this next group has so many top titles, starting off there with Tfue, and then following it up, Unknown Army, Niddle, Funk, Psalm, Clicks, Epic Whale, Parvu, Lasers, and Kurtz. I mean, Balla. What can we say about these players?
A lot of huge names. Of course, we'll start with Tfue. The qualifying run he had in week number 3 was one of the most memorable moments out of the entire Fortnite World Cup Online Opens. And what a story it was in front of 250,000 people on a stream, no delay, just slayed out and qualified.
Was able to play very well in the LAN environment, has taken that title at TwitchCon. Well, let's not forget about somebody else who was there. We got Funk Bomb, played yesterday on the stage and is looking to continue to roll it forward. Psalm as well, another player who is a big competitive veteran coming from a global background, positioning into Fortnite and showing his ability to break it down and push the meta farther. And then you have the two young warriors out of Clicks and Epic Whale. Those for taking walls, taking names, and pressing forward, doing everything they can to stop their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. Clicks, one of the players who has fully qualified for both solos and duos. And then Kurtz out of Brazil. We're going to continue forward with him and go ahead and listen to some of the stuff he had preparing for ahead of the competition.
If you make a mistake, you will be the victim. Easy, bro. My name is Enrique Kurtz. I'm 14 years old. My name in game is Kurtz.
Well, easy, bro. I like that line most of all out of that entire package. That was amazing. We'll see if it is going to be easy, bro, today. We're going to continue forward, see who's on the floor. It is going to be Luki, Left Eye, Fleeter Moyes, T-Chub, Core Gaming, Wakey, Dementos, Banny, Takamura, Cat, and LOL Boom.
And another group loaded with talent. LOL Boom in particular, the young Irish lad, qualified in the same week as his duo, Core Gaming. They didn't represent in the duos competition. We got to interview both of them, and they're excited to be here, excited to represent not only for their countries, but also for their families. And then also looking up there, Left Eye and Dementos have been around the scene for a very long time, since the beginning, have that veteran experience, have been in so many of these very, very top-heavy lobbies. They are going to be comfortable.
I'm also looking at Banny, who was Faxbox's duo for the previous Asian group, and he is one of the most aggressive players. He also plays tons of high ground, tries to look for tons of eliminations on the high ground. So we'll see how the Asian region and how he performs there with his strategy convert to this stage.
Can't forget about Takamura out of Japan, and then Cat coming from Oceania, two players who are very aggressive. But we talked about LOL Boom, we talked about wanting to represent his family and what it means to him. Let's hear a little bit about that from him.
Hi, my name is Lalbium. I'm originally from Philippines, but I live in Ireland, and I qualified for the solo Fortnite. Every week was really intense. I didn't expect myself to qualify for the solos. It was just unbelievable. What I love about competitive Fortnite is the players around it. Everyone's so nice. Loads of people are really humble. I don't really feel any pressure on me. I just really focus on this moment and this journey, and hopefully good and bring back home one of the best Fortnite players in the world. I'd like to thank my parents, my brothers especially, and also the viewers that stuck up to me and who are loyal to me, because they're like the only ones that supported me throughout this whole time. And I'd just like to thank them.
It's so nice to see someone just so grateful to be in the position, but continue driving forward. Someone who was originally seen in the skirmishes, but now wants to perform on the main stage. On to our next group, representing out of NA East, NA West, and Brazil. We have Dracon, Road Shark, Colorful, Mega, Bucky, Black, Rock, Pizza, and Zip.
I just want to talk about Bucky because I know we've talked about it a lot. I know we've talked about on broadcast video of him qualifying. He's down in the back of the coach by himself. He has performed on the stage before that. He did quite well there, and had a good time on the stage. You can see that was a little bit of a less competition. It was for charity. This today is for $15 million total.
And he's going to want to be pushing the pace, particularly against players like this. Class extremely analytical, keeps a notebook with him at all times and wants to break down his opponent's interaction. We got to see a little bit from Crux and his baseball playing grandfather during the pre-show. He has that competitive bones in his body. He was there every single week, and Mega, great performance yesterday. Colorful, the one we got to interview on Mother's Day, and he was told, hey, I had to make a deal to even get playing time on the weekends, and now he's going to be on the main stage.
I also, going back to Mega real quick, because he had one of the most memorable moments from yesterday's games when he was playing with Dubs. We actually eliminated Mitro and Mongrel, one of the biggest duos in Fortnite in EU, and that was crazy to be able to do it with that mechanical skill, the speed that he did that.
Barely even reacted. Now, one player, normally, Bala, you and I are very good about going through, breaking these down. I know very little about Pizzas. It's so hard to find information on. We got to go through the box reviews, but he and I'm very interested to see what happens when you run into him. And now we're going to actually get a chance to talk with Zate, who we saw him and Sap have an amazing performance yesterday. Let's see what he's feeling ahead of the competition. Jordan, what do you have for us?
You are not wrong, Sundown. One of the best and most dominant duo players standing right next to me in Zate. Zate, you dominated yesterday. It's very clear to absolutely everybody, claiming that number out of the 6 games. Obviously, it's Fortnite, RNG happens, right? But again, going into any game, you two staying together, locking down high ground, that's ultimately what secured the dub. What was your mentality going into duos yesterday?
So we kept the same mentality, same strategies for every single game. After the 3 games, the 3 first games, we had 38 points. We were really confident. So we didn't change anything. A lot of unfortunate things happened. With 6 points in the last 3 games, we got 4th. After being first for 5 games in a row, we really want to win it. So we felt kind of bad. But still.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, Fortnite, this is the biggest games, right? Like, we're seeing some amazing games. 4th place is still very much a win, I would think, to a lot of the solo stuff. You know, performing very consistently over the course of the last year of Fortnite comps. You're faced up against a lot of incredibly talented players from regions all over the world, and there's a lot of different play styles here. What's your mentality going into some of these fights?
For solos, I'm going to play like I've been playing for the past year. I'm just going to be confident. I play best when I'm confident.
Absolutely. Well, we see this confidence. We're going to see it again today on Real Island. What do you have next for us?
Thank you so much, Jordan. And what's surprising to me there is, I mean, it's not surprising at all. He had won placed in 4th place yesterday, and he's very disappointed about that. You can see it on his face.
Definitely felt it wasn't enough. He said, hey, we wanted it all. We wanted the top spot. If it's been safe, we've seen it in the past. That means he's going forward. But now on to our next group, because these competitors are here to also challenge for the top spot. We have Link, Peter Pan, Lechi, Yarkos, Blue Lucia, Mr. Savage, Snazy, Smeef, Blaster, and Issa.
The beginning of this group that you mentioned, Letshi, one of the most amazing controller players I've ever seen out of Germany, and he was so methodical and so good at this game. It was unbelievable. The tunneling players and able to be so aware. I can't be more impressed.
Yes, and even in the qualifier, he said, hey, I got the spot. He was almost the first controller qualifier to get in, missed it by one place, and that next week when he came back to back solo track eliminations to just flex on the entirety of Europe. Also rounding out the group, something we saw yesterday was Lucia. He's going to have the time to be on the stage as well as Mr. Savage. They're there, but let's talk about the other controller player making his first trip over here. It is Ghost Issa, the original controller gang, and we had a chance to talk with him at the competition. Let's hear what he had to say.
Qualified for solos in week 5. It's been 10 stressful weeks, a lot of ups and downs, but it's been pretty good. When I qualified, I was so happy. I had a rough 10 games. I was so happy when I qualified. I instantly called my mom and was like, hey,
sense, his speed, everything about his gameplay is one that I love and look up to personally. And I think for a lot of people here as well. Now, you've already told us that you're dropping pressure, which is where you dropped in your qualifying week, which is a very smart move, I think, in my opinion. Are you planning on keeping a strict rotation schedule? Are you going to be able to be flexible?
I'm going to be able to flex more. I know Ninja and I do a spot in June, so that's my hometown, so I might drop there.
Very comfortable there. Matt, up really quickly with some wood right there with those masks. Now, another thing that I love about you, Reverse, you're so vocal and so confident in social media, and a lot of people are supporting you and loving you, very much behind you in this journey. How does it feel to have so much support from Fortnite fans and others that are watching your streams and so forth?
It feels amazing. This Fortnite game is definitely a mental game. If you lose your mind, it's a game.
Absolutely. Well, we love you, man. I'm excited to see you perform today. Bala, Sundown, who's next?
Thank you so much, Jordan. A lot of people from home rooting for Reverse 2K. He's made quite a fan base, and a lot of people supporting him. We're going to continue forward back in the stadium. We do have our next group, Hood J, Arius. We also have our one of Duo's champion from yesterday. It's Aqua, and then Martine, Irus, Robabs, Skylar, Kinstar, and Kinzel.
And we can't forget about Flexi and the X2 twins rounding out the group there, but all eyes are on Aqua, and deservedly so. Nyrox said yesterday, hey, we won because Aqua is a beast. Aqua in his interview said, we're just gonna win. And what did he say last night afterward? He's like, you know, might around, mess around and win solos as well. He is about it and he is that skilled. But another player who has that very similar attitude is Eros. He was a older player, wants to PC, and I had one fan particularly reach out. He's like, hey, I watch him all the time. He doesn't care about anyone else. Whoever is going, he is flying at them. He wants to be known as one of the most skilled players out there, and then you have to talk about Eros.
At the bottom of that list there, we also have Plexi, who played yesterday in the duos competition. One of the actual fully qualified duos with his partner Letwick, who's playing as well. He's just amazing. His qualifying run actually was one of the most mechanically skilled things I've ever seen, but also what a struggle it was. He had so many setbacks in that week that he qualified that I almost thought that he wasn't going to make it. It was going to be one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen.
But he was able to clutch up in the end and get to a spot. You see plenty of French representation coming out there. Of course, Keemstar been around from the very beginning, able to compete on the stage as well. Robots up there, and then we have to talk about the X2 twins. Jordan representing down south, known originally as one of the first veterans out there. We're gonna toss it to a quick little video to see kind of what they're all about and what they were thinking going into the competition.
I'm twins and I'm I've played LAN, I've played online, I've played the Australian Open, I've played at Poland internationally. I really like LANs. It's a different setting because there's people actually watching as opposed to just people watching online. I think I'm definitely getting better with more LAN settings. It doesn't really sink in until you actually land here and you get here, like on New York. It is definitely a cool experience. I like to listen to music before I play and try and treat it as if I was at home just playing any other scrim. You've got to put work into it. Sometimes you might have to get a little bit lucky with like qualifying and stuff, like that's a part of it, but you can create your own. It's really cool meeting the people and like experiencing it with them and learning from each other. People that can keep their calm, they definitely come through.
Jordan going to be doing everything he can to push forward and be at the top. And now we're into the qualifiers who qualified in the final week. The week 9 ones, the last chance qualifiers. When everything was on the line, they made it here. It's Clipnote, Cosmic, Tuzi, Aspect, Hornet, Creo, Legedian, Harrians, Eagleman, and Outbreak 1X.
There every single week, just in the top 10, not quite reaching that final top 1 spot, which is how many spots left for Brazil, but he finally did it in the final week. That shows he is clutch.
Yes, the Argentinian was all about it, and we have to talk about Aspect. Him and Ana were the original favorites going into the qualifiers, kind of slid off the pace a little bit, had to swap up their drop spot. In the final week, he rocketed up in the lead with 60 points, but the issue was he finished his game early. Everyone else had an extra half hour. He had to sit there watching the leaderboard for an hour, but when all was said and done, he got the final spot. He'll be playing on that stage, and he'll be looking to take everyone's wall.
That 17 elimination game to qualify was definitely memorable from Aspect, but Arkram 1X also had a memorable performance yesterday in the duo finals. We're going to go ahead and catch up with him on the floor.
Dominant performance from Arkram for sure. Standing next to me here, another one of the most talented. I mean, I say this over and over again. It's because I'm surrounded by the best Fortnite players literally in the entire world. Definitely one of them here, repping the NA West. Over there, a lot of psycho players. Now, Arkram, you qualified for the World Cup in the first week of duos and in the last week of solos. Your preparation for both of these things definitely is very different. How have you prepared in comparison to yesterday, claiming that 5th spot, which was unbelievable, guys? Preparing for solos today is very different. How would you strategize for this?
Well, I prepare my mentality a lot better than yesterday, and I know what it's going to be like going in today, other than like tomorrow, because yesterday was like the first time playing in LAN. So I know what I have to do, and I know what I'm going willing to do to try to win today.
Absolutely. Well, that composure is everything, right? I mean, that can really help you dominate in that way. Now, again, repping NA West out there in LA for me. Listen. Your qualification both in duos and solos, you're the only person from NA West that was able to do that. What do you have to say to the rest of the West?
I mean, like, if you guys get a brain on the West Coast, and, I mean, like, it'll be a lot easier. You know? That's all you gotta do.
You gotta back to you guys on Unreal Island.
I might also go to Arkham School. That was definitely interesting.
The Galaxy Brain is there from Arkham. You know, just get a brain going on there, looking to represent. But now the final group of competitors, it will be Dolphin, and Reza, Brew, Light, Mongrel, MQ, T, Black, and Skype.
I like the little dab there from Black. Again, remember, these are the guys who qualified in the final. They do have to point out, Andretta is one of the players who did so. It was one of the few players who did this final week, and he did it in an amazing fashion.
Winning 3 out of his first 5 games. He actually took a moment after that on the stream, kind of, you could see him. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and kind of know he had it. He kept pushing forward. We got to see him yesterday, had some highlight reel plays, but wasn't quite able to push into the top 10. Going to want to do that today, but Fala, you know on this list who I want to talk about right now, right?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear it. What do you got? Mr. Mongrel himself.
Mongrel. What more? I mean, there's literally so much. I could talk about this guy forever. One of the most mechanically skilled players I have ever seen. So fast with his decisions. You really can't keep up. Sometimes I even have to watch him in slow motion because it's just so ridiculously fast.
And you could see his reactions on the camera, how much he cares, how much he is invested, how much he wants to be the best of the best, just as does Scott, the player from the stream, overcoming tendinitis in his wrist, qualifying through. We're going to throw it down to the floor. Jordan and a translator to catch up and hear what Skype has to say. Jordan, take it away.
Standing next to Skype here, dealing with tendinitis is a very, very big thing, especially ahead of a competition of this caliber. How have you prepared for this one going into today?
Avec un concours de cette nature, il y a beaucoup évidemment d'ambition et comment est-ce que vous gérez un peu la situation?
Je m'entraîne et j'essaie de ne pas stresser et je reste concentré en jouant.
I train, I try not to be too stressed out, and I just, you know, think about the game.
Understood, as you should. Now, you have a lot of LAN experience and a lot of success in online tournaments as well. Your preparation for today, knowing that you're going up against the best players in the world, regions, solos.
Tu es un des meilleurs joueurs du monde, tu as beaucoup d'expérience, etc. Mais en même temps, ça c'est une compétition nouvelle. Comment est-ce que tu t'es organisé pour la stratégie de cette Coupe du Monde?
J'essaie juste de manger, de ne pas stresser. À la méta actuelle, et voilà.
I try not to stress out, I try to sleep well, eat well, and I try to think how I'm going to really play the game.
Lovely. And that allows you composure, right? And you can dominate. Love it, Skype. Back to you guys at Unreal Island.
Thank you so much, Jordan and Skype. Skype originally known for his win crowd performance where he was top the qualifier, top the semifinal, and then top the final. It put him on the map, and now he's here competing on the main stage, which is set for everyone who is here. But all of you guys at home, make sure you're using Fortnite.com/watch. Check the website out. It is a more kind of tailored viewing experience. There's an ability to unlock additional items. And on top of that, somebody is super analytical. There's a map stream. There's an individual player stream. You want to see the spotlighted players? Team Brazil, they'll be on there. You want to see the best players from Asia? They'll be on there. The best players from Brazil? They'll be on there. Make sure you go and utilize this. Whether you're trying to get better at Fortnite or just want to watch, you want to watch. We want to give you every possible potential way to experience. And let us know if there's anything else you want added in there. The grinding and stats. We got that. I mean, what more do you want as an analyst?
I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely going to check it out when I get home, go back and watch those because I need to see every little detail for some of these guys who perform on this stage. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, and I can't wait to see it.
This is what is going to allow these guys to push up into the prizing. I mean, just look at some of those numbers. Of course, everyone who made it here, $50,000 going through. Once you push into that top group, you'll start seeing a little bit of a pay bump. But ultimately, at the top, it's about the $3 million. It's about being the best of the world and being crowned the world champion solo baller. This is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about. We're moments away from getting inside the stage and getting ready to launch the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition.
100 of the best players, every single one is be here. Are you ready for the Fortnite World Cup Finals? Let's start the show!